Hi, I'm Tony Gale. I'm a photographer here in New York. I've been in New York since the fall of 2000. I came from Seattle. Before that, I grew up in Bellingham, Washington. I went from taking my first picture with a disposable camera to deciding I should buy a camera. So I went to the local store and spent $40 on a point and shoot that I thought was very expensive. So after I broke my point and shoot, a friend of mine needed to pay rent, so I bought his Ricoh KR5 Super, but it changed my life. You could control things in depth of field. So I shot with that, and at the same time I was taking a couple art classes, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and then I realized that, hey, people can be photographers, and it's a career. Always have your camera. That's my #1 tip. I find almost everybody looks better if you just shoot from a little up, a little high. Always make sure your battery was charged and your card is empty before you show up. I would also suggest if your camera has a wrist strap, put it around your wrist, because the number of times that I've seen a camera drop, it's a painful thing. You know, the party photos really started 2 years ago because I realized that when I bought my first camera and first started getting into photography, I took pictures of everything I did, and then there was a time somewhere between then and now where I stopped doing that because those weren't going to be good pictures. And I realized that that's just not fun. There's this whole period of my life that there are hardly anything. So I started carrying my point and shoot. I started taking pictures at events of my friends. And then it sort of snowballed, and it's now at a point where I take pictures of people I just met because it makes it easier to remember them. It makes it easier for them to remember me. And it's just fun. The Facebook Friends project started in some ways because I just like to have projects. I have several projects going at any one time because I'm a photographer and I like to take pictures. And then in speaking to friends about it, somebody suggested using different colors, which was a great idea for the backgrounds. And now I'm just trying to shoot as many of my Facebook friends as I can. You know, I don't have sort of an end goal for these photographs, for these snapshots I take. It's a nice thing that doesn't need to have an end.